Are you on a forklift?
Yeah, yeah.
You are a son of a bitch.
Un saluto a tutti.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel locked in on everything Juve. All right, we've got I was scrambling a bit. All right, a little bit of panic setting in for Alberto because I couldn't get it to load up properly on Juve's site, but it appears I'm in. Waiting for this live to begin, and I'm pretty stoked. And I see the comments there from Jerry about the lineup. Yeah, so we got the original one. Obviously, some significant changes, but I will put it in there. For anybody trying to watch this game, it is on Juve's official website, all right? However, there is a list, if you go to that website, where to find the game if you're outside of certain countries, all right, that have the actual footage on one of their local networks, all right? But yeah, as far as the lineup goes, changed a little bit, okay? And by a little bit, I mean quite a bit. But Di Gregorio still in goal. You're going to have Barbieri as right back, Facundo Gonzalez and Giallo as your two center backs. That's cool. You've got Rui at left back. You've got Locatelli and Thuram as your two-man pivots. Giddy up. Comenencia as your right winger, Miretti right in the middle, in the 10 role, behind Sekulov, who leads the line, and Luis Hassa as your left winger, all right? So, very, very cool lineup. It'll be cool to see. As for Nuremberg, I have no idea who any of these guys are, all right, other than one of the players who isn't even playing that was linked with Juve. But you've got Reichert in goal, Hoffman, Nosh, Jeltz, Soares, Flick, Pick, Jander, Kastrop, Schleimer, and Okanuki up top. All right, that is a 4-1-4-1, one of the variations Mota plays, but today it appears to be a 4-2-3-1 for Juve. All right, and again, I see a lot of the questions there on where to watch. You guys, I'm letting you know it's going to be on Juve's official website, but there's a list of host networks in certain countries. Okay, so let's go. I'm pumped for this one. We got tuna steaks coming in here. Let's go. Giddy up, everybody. All right. Sule on the bench. Sule's packing up. Pack it up, man. Pack it up. All right. Lucas in Canada, jump on Juve's official website. All right. You'll be asked to sign in or create an account if you don't have one, and then you should be able to get the feed. All right. Dan coming in here. Alberto, according to Italian and football journalist Fabrizio Romano, Tottenham are going to purchase Chiesa. Has Romano actually said that? I have not heard, unless that just came out, but none of the big guys have actually touched on Tottenham. Nico Skira was the last to just simply say that there have no offers come through, despite the rumors of Tottenham sending one through. So there you go. There you go. Nothing else that I've seen. So we'll see. We'll see. CBS Sports Goal for USA. There you go. There you go. Malta Ball, the first look. Hey, I'm pumped for Kefren Thuram, all right? Kefren Thuram and Locatelli, two-man pivot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But in general, it's going to be interesting to see this because the names that you see, the majority scattered across that lineup, are the guys that have been there for a while, other than like the newest pickup, Kefren Thuram, but he's still been there a good amount of time. Thiago Giallo will be one I will watch. I have tipped him off to be a guy that suits Thiago Motta perfectly. Facundo Gonzalez will be interesting to watch. Is that a name that made Juve feel more comfortable in moving Dean Huijsen on? Hey, it's going to be interesting to see, but I am pumped for this. We are, about what, 8 minutes away from kickoff to this one, but it's exciting times. The season's upon us, fresh breath of fresh air with Thiago Motta, etc. But we will see. We will see. This website isn't the most user-friendly. I'm on it, but can't. It is a pain. But again, check the country you're in because you might have a local network. So when you find Nuremberg Juve on their official website, it will tell you if you're in a country that is excluded from finding the stream, because that means you have a local network that is showing the game. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. And with me, I was in panic mode. I had to back out of the site a couple times and then go back in before it was working. Okay, so yeah, it's not the best. They gotta smarten up. It was always nice when they just did it on their YouTube. When they just had it so that you could play it on their YouTube, it was a lot easier for their games and whatnot. So yeah, not sure this one. They just decided to go straight off the website. And good luck to everybody. It was a little bit stressful for me. And it says live now. I'm just trying to see if I can get to anything I had. No, it's just right there on time. Yeah. I agree, though. Not the best for being user-friendly. Just join what platform to watch the match. Again, go to Juve's official website. All right, everybody, go to Juve's official website. And they have a list of excluded countries, but they'll give you the networks local to you that are showing it if you are not allowed on their site. All right. Ciao, Norby. How's it going, my friend? Swarit. Ciao, ciao. And everybody's just fired up. Hey. So Norbert say, "Calma, we'll start." Hey, it's just excitement, man. We're free of Massimiliano. We are now moving into Montaball. Everybody's hyped up. Give us something today, even with that lineup. And again, reminder for those of you who just might be jumping in, I'll hit you with that lineup right now. So Di Gregorio in goal, Barbieri as your right back, Facundo Gonzalez and Giallo, your two center backs, Rui as your left back. Thuram and Locatelli, your two pivots, all right? Luis Haas on the left side, Miretti as the 10, Gomenencia as your right winger, and Sekulev up top for Juventus. Now, a little bit different as it's just preseason, but we got to practice. We got to warm up for the regular season and get ready for this one, everybody. So, predictions. What's a prediction for this one? Preseason? Always wild, never really know what to expect. Drop your predictions in the live chat. Let's see. And yeah, we got this. Legit can't remember the last time being this excited for a preseason match. Yeah, I always take the little things out of the preseason. So like I said in this one, I'm excited to watch Giallo, Facundo Gonzalez. I'm very excited to watch Kefren Thuram. I'm pumped to see Locatelli as a two-man pivot there. I'm just going to look at those small things. And maybe Miretti. Miretti has been one that's been heavily followed so far in the preseason about what's going to happen. The latest news today that I shared with all of you was Como obviously looking, and there are rumors that they could come in with a healthy offer for Miretti, but all signs are pointing to Juve wanting to retain him as their property, and I think that is ultimately the right decision. It would have to be a very healthy offer for me to say outright just sell the player, okay? So we have to see what develops there with that one, but I am interested to see Miretti under Monta to see if he can kind of just polish up a bit more, but it's always been more decision making in the final third and hesitation and whatnot, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Now for predictions, what do we got out here? We've got Calvin coming in here, 3-1 Juve. Johnny, 3-1 for us. T97, 4-1. 5-0 Juve. I like it. Matteo coming in here, 3-1 Juve. Jeffrey with a 3-0 Juve win. Giuseppe, 2-1 for us. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with a 3-0. I'm going to say it's going to be a 3-0 for Juve. Malta's side's going to be, it's still a healthy side. I don't think we concede here, but it's preseason, so, things can get a little sloppy. Things can get a little hectic. They might find one. I'm between a 3-0 or a 4-1, but I'm going to just go 3-0. And we got Tariq coming in here, 4-0. Lucas, 4-0. Milan goal, where can I watch? Juventus website, the official website, all right? And if you cannot watch on the official website, there is a list there showing you, if you are one of the excluded countries, where to find it on your local network, all right? So there you go. Greetings from Poland. Ciao. Excited for preseason. Yeah, it is funny how excited you can be for a preseason game, but hey, I'm pumped. Kefren Turam. We were having fun on our other network. We have just become partners, official partners with Playback TV. Okay. And, oh, great. So the Juventus official website. There we go. We're kicking in now, everybody. Teams are taking to the pitch, getting ready for the pregame ceremonies and everything, all right? But, yes, what I was saying is official. Playback TV partners, all right? So we had a lot of fun talking about Kefren Turam there. We pulled up as we brought in callers live onto the show, okay, and brought them onto our stage. We were taking a look at Kefren Turam, just watching Dan Colo, friend of the channel, right, Colosimo, bringing in his edit there and just watching him. Man, his stature, the way he plays, very reminiscent of a young Paul Pogba, right? Obviously, Pogba's got some things that are definitely higher up at a level in his game, but Kefren Turam is such a promising youngster. That deal at that price tag, I absolutely love it. So I'm very, very excited to watch Kefren Turam and really just to see what Motta's been cooking up for a bit here, all right? Reminder, everybody, get those likes up. Manuel Locatelli acting as captain today. He is taking the coin toss next to Flick from Nuremberg. And there we go. It's on, everybody. Locatelli as your captain. All right. So calling this game is going to be quite interesting as I have no idea who any of these players are for Nuremberg. Damn, these new kits looking sharp, hey? A lot of fans not digging the black shorts, black socks finish for Juve, saying it's very Newcastle-esque. I've always preferred us wearing black shorts with our home kits. What do you guys think? Di Gregorio, that's my guy. That's my pickup. While everybody was calling Carnesecchi, I was calling Di Gregorio. So, hey, I'm riding or dying with that boy. Yeah, some with Norby there. Love the black shorts. I love it. Looks sharp. Getting set for kickoff. Sekulov set to kick this one off for us. And there we go. We got kickoff. Oh, and the timer... A little bit behind there. 8 seconds. Had a little issues with the ticker there, but we're all good. Oh, Juve getting caught. Nuremberg running back. Taking a shot there. Easily handled by Di Gregorio, all right? So a little bit of a mix-up there early on. Giveaway. It's okay. Di Gregorio lays it on the carpet. Now carrying it forward. No pressure really coming to him. Now slots it out. Giallo over to Barbieri. And Barbieri's been tipped off for a move for quite some time in this Mercado. Sekulov trying to battle there. Gomanencia in tight there. Trying to settle this one. Does decent trying to hang on to this one. Can't keep it in play. Ilbizi, it is not on DAZN. It's on Juventus main website, all right? But if you're in a country that is excluded, you could find the list of where to find it, all right? Nuremberg with the ball at the back now. This angle is very strange watching this game at. It just feels almost like it's just a little too low. It's a little too close. If this were FIFA, I'd be changing that camera angle immediately. Just lifting it up a little bit. Got a goal kick here for Nuremberg. Jelch back to Reichert, their keeper. Playing it forward. Little bit of pressure there. Sekulov applying pressure there on the left flank. And the ball sent out is going to be Juventus throw. Oliver, ciao, ciao. Watching it on Juve's official website. Again, everybody, get on Juve's official website. That's where it's being shown. If you are in a country that's excluded, it will tell you where you can watch it in your country. Pass back. Dujalo over to Di Gregorio. Facundo Gonzalez dropping back, but Di Gregorio moves it forward. Nice little quick 1-2s here out of the midfield. Now we find Miretti carrying it up the left flank. Plays it over to Luis Hassa. Now back for Kefren Thuram. To Locatelli. Back to Facundo Gonzalez. Over to Thiago Giallo. Taking his time. Plays it forward. Locatelli over to Comenencia. He can't hang on to this one. But he does earn a free throw with his pressure. Or a throw-in, excuse me. Getting a basketball lingo in there. Offside here to Juve coming up. Comenencia come back. But the flag went up and then went down. So a little bit of a mix-up there between the linesman and the official there. That was strange. Picked up that flag immediately. Dropped it down. Unless he was ready to call a foul and the ref said play on. Nuremberg trying to swing it out now. Trying to get out to that right flank. Carrying it forward through the middle. Kefren Thuram closing down. Luis Hassa watching his man pressure there, and Kefren Thuram wins this. Miretti up ahead for Hassa. Hassa earns a foul here. So free kick in a decent spot, probably like 30 yards out, earned by Luis Hassa. Good pressure there from Juve though. That's one of the things around Motta's game. He wants to win the ball back, wants to win it back quickly. Let's see who we got on this one. Juve enthusiasts, ciao, ciao. Great to have you in the chat here. Let's go. Luis Hassa set to take this one. Is he going to drop it in for a setup or have a hit? Tries to have a hit. Hits the two-man wall. Swings it outside now to Miretti. Finds himself on the left flank. Inside. Little quick 1-2 there with Locatelli. Nicely done, but Miretti just couldn't hang on there. Good pressure from Juve up tight, and this is immediately something that Thiago Motta's game brings, and it's showing through. Creating that box on each flanks to try and win that ball back immediately. So small little subtle parts of his game coming through, and one right now is that press. Thrown inside here, good pressure there. Comenencia gets a piece of it, but it doesn't fall to Miretti. Miretti's going to give a little bit of pressure there. Nuremberg turning back. Stuck on the left flank. Trying to come through the middle here. Locatelli watching. Nuremberg finds a little space. It's their fullback. Moving it forward, but one back by Juve. Locatelli now swings it out. Rui now. Up ahead for Luis Hassa on the left side. Plays it ahead for Rui, who makes the overlap run. Trying to cut inside there. Trying to earn a foul. Nothing doing there. Good work. Almost had found his way through there. Look at the press here. Locatelli. Miretti turns. Oh, just couldn't get set up for a shot there. But again, the press coming through early for Juve. Now Nuremberg finds a little bit of space to run at Juventus. They have their four defenders back. Thuram comes in and does take a foul there. Didn't miss that ball by much, Kefren Thuram there. Wasn't a whole lot in there, but just trying to clip that ball away. Nuremberg will have a free kick in a decent spot here. Roast beef here. You're the eyes and ears for tens of people for this match. Just the way I like it. Just the way I like it. Di Gregorio setting up his wall. Nuremberg has two set up for this free kick. Will be the right footer or the left footer. Here comes the take, and it's over and wide of Di Gregorio's goal to his right. Taken from Pick. Florian Pick there with a decent attempt. Shaking his head, wanted to do better there. But, of course, we don't care about that. Barbieri and Locatelli working it out on the left side here. Locatelli gets stuck from the press. The ball ends up deflecting off of him, actually, setting Nuremberg up for a corner kick here. And it's Florian Pick again. That's going to be the set piece taker here. Short corner taken by Nuremberg. Sent out to Pick. Here's a cross coming in. And it's headed away by Locatelli. Barbieri also there. And it's going to be another corner for Nuremberg. 8 minutes, 20 seconds into this one. 0-0. Not much in it at this point. And here we go, another one. And that's immediately headed out by Sekilov. Played back into Pick. He's taking on Barbieri out there. Actually, Ruhi is the one that finds himself there. Cross coming in. That's headed out. And that was headed out by Ruhi. And there. Foul earned there. Nicely by Barbieri. And Juve can regroup. And get back into their positions after defending 2 corners. Something happening to Florian Pick there. He's getting tended to, but play will resume now. And now you see Facundo Gonzalez stepping up into the midfield, all right? Another trait of Thiago Motta's game. Here's a long ball trying to find Luis Hassa here. Oh, he does well. Oh. Gets called for a foul there. I thought he did well. Nothing in there. Shoulder to shoulder. Good little battle. Man, I don't know. Nothing in that. Let it go. Nuremberg, ball at the back. Being pressed again by Juve. Jallo way up there with the back line of Nuremberg. They play it forward, trying to find a little space there. Florian Pick with it, trying to work up that left flank, but Juventus wins it back. Miretti loses it there. Back in possession with Nuremberg, but again, won by Juve. So a couple things being highlighted right now. Obviously, the pressure to get that ball back by Juventus. As far as build-up and whatnot, we've seen the center back slide forward, which is typical of Thiago Motta's game. Nice turn there. Trying to work forward to the right. Comenencia. Plays it in for Locatelli. Locatelli back to Jallo. Facundo Gonzalez again stepping up into the middle of the park there. Just essentially trying to ask questions of Nuremberg, trying to force them to watch that to open up space for somebody else. Maybe swing it out to the outside like Juve is trying to now. Kefren Turam on the ball here, playing it out to Hassa. Being pressured. Pushed back, all the way back to Rui. Now over to Thiago Jallo. Facundo Gonzalez remains in the middle of the pitch, slightly ahead of the back line. Jallo now. Drills one to Miretti. Played forward for Comenencia. He settles it. Back to Miretti. Over to Locatelli. And this time back for Di Gregorio. Now over to Rui. To Facundo Gonzalez. Now Jallo's turn to step up into the middle of the pitch. Nice pass from Locatelli up to Miretti. Over to the right flank for Comenencia. Is he going to take his man on? Being watched there. Nothing there. Got to be quicker there, Comenencia. A little too much standing and watching there. Good pressure from Juve trying to win that ball. Nuremberg comes out with it. Now they're running. Rui watching him. Hassa coming back to help. Cross going into the back post. Jallo misses it. Weak shot at the end of it, but Jallo was calling for a handball. And it was a handball. Needed the assistance there of the hand to settle it after the first touch. Long ball here. Too far for Sekulov. Keeper comes out. Riker comes out. On bomb Nuremberg. Working some 1-2s, but give away. Barbieri picks it up. Plays it back for Di Gregorio. We're going to swing it out to the left side now for Rui. Played forward. Little 1-2. Luis Haas on it. Nice turn. He's running up the left flank. Close down again. Trying to earn a foul. Sekulov there. Gets the ball played forward to him, but can't hang on to it. Quickly closed down by multiple defenders for Nuremberg. 13 minutes. 15 seconds in here. 0-0. And again, it looks like a preseason game, everybody. Long ball forward here from Nuremberg is errant. Not going to catch anybody on that one. We collect. It's at the feet of Thiago Giallo. And look at Miroslav Klose there, coach of Nuremberg. Comenencia tried a one-touch flick beyond Soros there, but nothing doing. It is out for Juventus throw. Barbieri set to take it. We look at Thiago Motta on the sidelines. Looking pretty cool right now. Relaxed. Hands in the pockets. Good step in there by Kefren Taram. Just can't walk away with the ball, but they win it back now. Comenencia has it hit away from him, but it's going to be Juventus throw. Barbieri launching this one for Comenencia. Trying to just maintain possession. Struggles to do so. Loses it. Nuremberg flipping this one out. Oh, Locatelli tried to head it back, but heads it back to Nuremberg. Now they're in possession. Taram gets back. Juve has numbers back. Should be set up fine. Floating pick. Plays it forward, but Thiago Giallo closes that down immediately. Pressing them back, and just like that, Juve has won the ball back. Kefren Taram now. Oh, gets the ball there. Maybe thought he had a player forward, but Sekulov had come back to assist in some defending. And we give it right back. Now Nuremberg with possession in Juve's half. Knocking it about. They're going to switch it over. Probably try to come around to the right side. Still knocking about in the center circle. They're scanning. Kefren Taram and Rui, a little bit of pressure. Luis Haas is going to press them. Nuremberg still in possession. Floating pick carrying this one forward. His pass, errant. Giallo picks it up. Plays it to Barbieri. Barbieri always under pressure here. Kefren Taram showing for Barbieri. He's still not happy with what he sees. Looking around, scanning. Just ends up having it down the line. Comenencia heading it forward. Sekulov, a little bit of an aerial battle there, but not much in it. Nuremberg just easily wins the ball back. And Juve has their shape. Martin Rosario, streets will never forget Klose breaking R9's World Cup goal record. In the 7-1. Oh, yeah. Not a whole bunch in it here. 17 minutes through. Just waiting for things to ramp up here, hopefully. Nuremberg carrying it up the right flank. Playing it inside to the middle. Locatelli quickly closes down, forces them backwards. Flick on it. Now to Pick. Back to Flick. Jelch inside for Flick. Nuremberg trying to find some spaces here. And that pass cut out by Facundo Gonzalez. But again, played all the way to Nuremberg's backline. So they still just retain possession. So we're not giving them anything. We're closing things down nicely. But we're just not, when we're winning the ball back, especially deeper in our own end, we're not really able to find anybody and not able to retain it nicely to get back into the build-up side. Here's an errant pass. Gomenencia comes back to help. Oh, Barbieri with a bad decision there. Closed down, and there it is. There's a goal for Nuremberg. Awful giveaway there. Awful giveaway there. Barbieri and then Giallo caught flat-footed. Yeah, bad one there to concede. Oof. That one don't look pretty. Jeez. Yikes. Ooh. That's ugly. Between Locatelli and Barbieri there, and then Giallo just did not read that player coming in at all. Maybe thought the first player, looked like Giallo got fooled that the first player was going to hold up on that ball, and then he just got blown right by, and an easy chip by Di Gregorio. And that was Jander with the goal. Whew. Nowhere to go but up. Yeah, Mota out immediately. 19 minutes in preseason. Hashtag Mota out. Amazing. Yeah, Barbieri there with a bad giveaway between him and Luca there. He's got to be more aware. But like I said, that's so far standing out as a little bit of a problem. Winning the ball back deep and trying to maintain that possession, trying to just retain it, has not looked very good so far. But again, it's the first game of preseason. We're 19 minutes in. Thuram doing battle there. Just can't make away with the ball. We win it back. Here's Facundo Gonzalez stepping up to it, but his touch lets him down. So center back stepping way up. And this is one of the things that it could leave you suspect for, and that is the counters. Here comes Nuremberg countering Juve. And it's Flick on the outside. And here we go. Cross in. Headed down. Giallo stops it. And it's cleared long by Juve. But again, all the way back to Nuremberg. Just to their keeper. And they retain possession. So far, we've got 42% possession for Juventus, 58 for Nuremberg. 4 total attempts for Nuremberg, 1 for Juventus. Nuremberg with Soares on the left flank going back to Nosh. Now to Reichert, their keeper. Just knocking the ball about very light. Next to nothing for pressure from Juve right now. Showing the highlight of that last header. Claiming handball on Giallo, but it wasn't handball. It was his midsection. 1-0 down. Yes, sir. Come on. Let's go. Through ball here. Feel like he's offside, but he's going to go all the way in. And the shot goes wide of Di Gregorio's goal. It's going to be a goal kick, so they're claiming he was onside. Wow. Just like that, Hoffman, the right back, ended up moving all the way up the pitch and made a through ball and caught between Hassa and Rui. And that could have easily been 2. Wow. Wow. We are wearing our home kits, Tony Roast Beef. Home kits. And again, next to nothing now all of a sudden to try and win the ball back. Seemingly happy for Nuremberg to have this here. So it feels like it's selective pressure from Juve, and it's essentially after losing it on a build-up or an attacking sequence, and then the press is there, but without the ball, very, very calm in their defensive setup, and just to wait to get it. But so far, again, only 20 minutes into the first preseason game, once we win the ball back, it's finding that retention and then being able to build up again that has looked bad so far. But again, plenty of time to change things up. Personnel could probably help as well, and I'm sure we'll get a healthy amount of changes in this first preseason game. But right now, 1-0 to Nuremberg. Good God. Good God. Next to nothing for pressure there on Riker. Nuremberg's goal. He finds a player. Little flick. And then the pass ends up being errant. The last one by Pick. Hassa now takes a throw in. Trying to just settle it down. Can't get that ball to sit at his feet. Ends up losing it. And Nuremberg again in possession. Moretti applying a little bit of pressure. Locatelli with some pressure there. Luis Hassa, and he ends up taking a foul for a shoulder into the back on Hoffman. Nuremberg, yeah, it's too comfortable here. Lads, let's go. A little bit more. Come on. Ball played forward here. Thiago Giallo stepping forward. A little problem in the area there. A little lobby for a call from Nuremberg fans, but nothing doing. Comenencia. He hasn't really been left with nothing but tough and difficult work to do every time he gets the ball, because it has been pretty much labeled. The pressure has been on him. And again, Juve just trying to find some rhythm in build-up and just ball retention. And something I've noticed so far is we are very, very almost playing like tunnel vision up a flank, whichever flank the ball ends up in, and there isn't enough interplay, getting the ball into the middle and switching field and whatnot. We're very, very much just playing tunnel vision and up whatever flank we find ourselves on. Kefren Thuram doing some good work, battling here, carrying it forward, and now plays it out to Luis Hassa. Makes an overlapping run. Hassa cuts inside to the middle. Back outside for Rui. Playing it up for Kefren Thuram. And Thuram goes all the way back for Locatelli. Locatelli scanning. Asking for a run here. Tries to play it over the top. Does look for Moretti there. Hassa comes in, closes down. Now Juve can attack. Takes his man on. Left-footed cross. It goes out. It's going to be corner kick for Juve. So that's a little bit better. A little bit better there. So the second Locatelli got the ball there, he's asking for those runs. Looking for a through ball. Ends up playing it over the top. Trying to find Moretti. He goes in for an aerial battle. Finds Luis Hassa, who takes his man on. Earns a corner kick. See if we could do something here. Corner kick from Hassa. The ball's in. Oh, it's a terrible one. Low and right at the first defender. So, brutal execution there. Moretti comes back to collect. Swings it out to Thiago Giallo. Now finding Barbieri. Facundo Gonzalez has stepped up into the middle of the park. Locatelli has come back to collect. Directing traffic. Giallo slides out to his left, collects it. Now plays it over to Rui. And the feed is now showing me the crowd. And I have no idea why. Luis Hassa. Over to Rui. Moretti wanted a through ball there, but Rui didn't have the line. Here's Thiago Giallo. Interchange with Locatelli. Giallo at the back, over to Barbieri. Barbieri will send it over for Locatelli. And Locatelli's going to launch this one out the left flank. It's just too high for Luis Hassa. Didn't miss him by much, but now we're starting to look to stretch the field a little bit better. And starting to get back on the ball a little more. 28 minutes. Let's go. We got to get something going. We got to test this keeper. Come on. Nuremberg with the ball at the back. Miretti applying a little bit of pressure here. We got to get something out of this first half. Come on. Barbieri is making some questionable decisions. Nothing doing on that one, as there's a call anyways, and there is a Nuremberg player down. But Barbieri, some questionable stuff from him there. This is another thing as well, you know, as far as your lineups go. We know there are guys in here that you're getting a look at. And speaking of guys, you're getting a look at Sekulov there, who is leading the line today. We just have not been able to find him or get him involved whatsoever. He's been a ghost out there. Really just doing what he's doing now, which is applying a little bit of pressure, trying to direct Nuremberg in where they play the ball from the top, but that's about it. Nuremberg tries to go up through the middle. Good pressure there from Juve. Able to win the ball back. Playing it to the outside for Rui there. And a few of these guys still look very flat-footed for Juve. Like, the legs aren't going. And for hearing about, you know, shorter training sessions just at higher intensity, like, our legs are not going very good. And I know it's first game of the preseason. But a lot of these guys have been there from the start. Just lacking a little anticipation and getting the legs moving quicker there from Juve. Locatelli at the back, collects. Plays it out to Barbieri. Giallo has moved ahead into the midfield. Now we get it over to Luis Hassa. He's got a little bit of space up that flank. Plays it inside. Here's Sekulov. He turns. Plays it back for Barbieri. And Giallo there, the pass was just way too soft from Barbieri. Had a chance to hit him with it, but just a weak pass. Barbieri has not looked good this half. Not a good showcase for Barbieri. Wing of Winter saying only Luca, Thuram, and Miretti that keep moving. Yeah, they're showing good movements and getting all over the place. Luis Hassa has been moving quite well. Outside of that, very flat-footed and not a lot of anticipation from certain guys. But Barbieri, it's just decisions. It's been really bad decision-making on his part. Here we go, ball in. Miretti settles it in the area. Tried to turn his man, nothing doing. Comenencia then simply gives it away to the first defender in front of him. Good pressure there, but a foul. Oh, no. No foul. Play on. So Juve now able to take advantage. Luis Hassa taking his man on, and again trying to get a cross off with his left foot, but Hoffman all over him. Reading him like a book and blocks that one. It goes out. It's going to be Juventus throw. Yeah, it was a good step there from the back from Facundo Gonzalez. Nuremberg's forward tried to sell it. I saw the ref make a motion with his arm, but it was simply just to keep playing the ball on. Giallo misses Kefren Thuram just in front of him, and it's also too far for Sekulov, so Nuremberg gets back in possession. Hoffman there earns a foul from the pressure from Luis Hassa. 32 minutes, 30 seconds in here. It's 1-0 Nuremberg. And again, only off a brutal mistake at the back. Barbieri, Locatelli also involved. Jallo caught flat-footed. Comenenzi, Jesus, man, the passing, like that is a 5-foot pass on the carpet, solid, easy, and we send it to Kefren Turam waist high. Comenencia and Barbieri have not looked good on the right side, and that is an understatement. It's been awful on that right side. Nuremberg with the throw in all the way to the back. Reichert, the keeper, now finds himself on it. Playing this one forward. Little dummy there. And then we win it again, but errant from Facundo Gonzalez. Trying to find someone up top there and missed it by a mile. Just win the ball back, get it, and build up here. I don't know if they're getting super antsy just because they're down one. Ball launched forward. Barbieri. Aerial battle. Can't come out with it. Comenencia now tries to win it, but again, just can't get this ball to sit at his feet. So good pressure there to Ram and Barbieri in the mix there. And they do force Nuremberg to have the ball out for a throw-in. Barbieri's on it now. Scanning. Redti trying to come away with this one. Locatelli steps in, picks it up, and now swings it out for Luis Hassa, who could take his man on 1v1. Oh, tried to sell a PK, nothing doing. Luis Hassa's not happy about it. This is one of the things with Motta's game, though. They do try to do this. They do try to isolate their wingers in 1v1s. Locatelli picking up the ball out on that flank, immediately switching it from right flank to left flank so that they can take advantage of some 1v1s from the wingers. Hassa doing well there, but yeah, maybe gave up a little too early there and tried to sell that PK. Hoffman's kind of just owned Hassa there, though. Luis Hassa can't seem to get a step on him. Rui over to Locatelli. Now over to Barbieri. Drops it back. Facundo Gonzalez. Plays it forward for Miretti. Nice little one touch. Finding Sekulov. And now we're trying to make a run forward. Rui's moved forward. Hassa's there. He collects. Back for Locatelli. Scanning. Back up to Luis Hassa. Inside for Jallo, who steps forward. He comes back out with it. On the outside for Rui. Play deep for Jallo. Steps in. That's a foul. And this will be a free kick in a good spot for Juventus. And that's better. Overlapping runs, getting involved. But look at how far up the center backs move in to help in Thiago Motta's system. Thiago Jallo. Way up in the attack there. And we have some warm-ups beginning. Here's the free kick, though. Hassa has it. Oh, forces a stop from Reichert there. Great attempt there from Hassa. Almost caught the keeper off, maybe expecting that it was going to be crossed in for a header. And he goes on goal short side, and yeah, nice one there. Nothing from the corner kick, but possession regained by Juventus. Rui over to Jallo. On the left now. Up forward for Miretti. Inside. Oh, and Hassa loses it. Taking a bit too long there. Goal scorer for Nuremberg, carrying it forward for them. And now they're just trying to settle it down, maintain possession. 37 minutes. 30 seconds in, 1-0 Nuremberg. Here's a good pressure there from Barbieri, and eventually we end up winning it back. Thiago Jallo on it, finding Kefren Turam. He's scanning. looking for options, ends up just sliding it out to Barbieri, as there was nothing ahead. But they are looking ahead. Locatelli comes to collect now, finds Kefren Turam, who has moved forward. And if you're looking at this, another thing that's kind of coming... Oh, Comenencia, we just can't find him. One of the things that's coming through, though, is just how much rotation is actually there in Thiago Motta's game. I mean, it's the first half of the first preseason game, but everybody has seemingly been everywhere. Kefren Turam has moved forward. Locatelli has moved forward at times. Jallo and Facundo Gonzalez have moved forward. There is a lot of rotation amongst the players positionally. But so far, ultimately hasn't really amounted to much. But you do have to ask the question if some personnel changes come in and then change that. Because the wingers, especially Comenencia, is struggling heavily. And he did have a couple opportunities in some okay positions to make something happen, and he froze up. And that's exactly how I'd put it, is Comenencia's freezing up. But he is in an aerial challenge there that does see Juve come out with a corner kick here. Luis Hassa moving over now, getting ready to take this one. See if we can find one here in this half. Come on. Cross in. Headed out by Nuremberg. But it's closed down at the back here. Rui applying pressure. Coming up the left side. He's going to have a cross in. It's a good one. Headed down by Nuremberg. Settled by Jallo. Just couldn't set up a shot there at the top of the area. So better from Juventus. They do earn the throw in here. Man. 1-0 down. Potentially going into first half. There is still time. Miretti stepping forward here. Just can't get the ball to settle here. Nuremberg trying to work their way out, but passes Aaron, and now Jallo will collect. Playing over to Facundo Gonzalez. He's scanning, plays it to his left for Rui on the left flank. Has Hassa ahead, plays it into him. Hassa will cut in centrally. Earns a foul. So it'll be a free kick there for Juve. And that was quickly taken by Turam to Rui, who finds Locatelli, and now he switches it around, finding Gonzalez, who now finds Thiago Jallo. Jallo will step forward into space. Scanning. Out to Barbieri on the right, inside for Miretti. Little one-touch pass to Sekulov, but Sekulov tried another one, but it was errant. Comenencia comes in and just plays it back for Kefren Turam. Kefren Turam will go back. Facundo Gonzalez on it. Into Locatelli. Back to Gonzalez. Over to Rui. Inside for Miretti. And Miretti does well to spin. And now he swings this one out for Comenencia. Okay, man, you got space. Let's go. Cuts over to his left. Man, he is sluggish, Comenencia, today. Sluggish to get going. It's like watching in slow motion. Little 1-2. Rui steps in. Does well to just possess. Here's Hassa on it. He's going to cut inside. Here's a cross in. And that's headed back out. Hassa's going to watch this go out for a throw into Juventus. Rui and Hassa working on that left flank. Locatelli steps in. Somebody's got to press the ball. Oh, Jallo couldn't eat that one up. And now you got a breakaway. It's Hoffman again, but he's closed down by Gonzalez. Shot right at Di Gregorio. Parried right into the path of Rui. Now Locatelli on it. Plays it inside for Miretti. He's got a little bit of space. He's scanning. He's just slowing things down now. Barbieri to Miretti. Barbieri now. On the outside to Facundo Gonzalez. He's scanning. He's looking ahead. Kefren Turam makes a run in there. Nice settle. Oh my God. Kefren Turam almost made a beautiful play here. Miretti and Comenencia Applying pressure and Comenencia. His touch ends up taking it too far, and then I think he would have got a foul on Soares anyways, chasing it down. Kefren Thuram almost settles a long ball beautifully and almost got it to sit for a shot attempt. Thiago Jallo there, though. Cuts the pass off, but lays it right in the path of Hoffman there. Partially unlucky, partially poor execution. Preseason, though. First game. We're closing in on half. 43 minutes here, everybody. Nuremberg. Long ball forward. Jallo plays it back again. Barbieri coming in just to see this one out after a head forward. And it's going to be Juventus throw. He quickly takes it. Goes all the way over to Di Gregorio. He's going to set this one up for Facundo Gonzalez. To Locatelli. Kefren Thuram. Back to Locatelli, who's scanning. To Facundo Gonzalez. Inside here for Rui. Back to Locatelli. And he goes long. Called for the run beforehand. And Barbieri didn't take the run beforehand and then couldn't settle the ball down. Looking to stretch a field. If he starts that run at the time Luca waved it, he probably gets there. Probably gets there easily with a chance to take his defender on, Barbieri. Jallo doing battle there. No foul given. So Juve can turn this. Rui on it, but he slows down. Finds Kefren Thuram. He's scanning. He's going to take his man on. Touch. Gets away from him a bit, but he might still be able to settle this down. Trying to read the bounce. Plays it in for Sekulov. Good work from Kefren Thuram there. Here we got Rui. Back now. Facundo Gonzalez. That's going to be it. Shutting it down immediately at 45. All right. Well, there we go. There we go, everybody. Halftime, 1-0. What are your thoughts, everybody? Fire away in the chat. You guys know what I think so far? Okay, I want to hear from all you. I'm going to hit you with the stats. 50% possession split. Okay, so 50-50 on possession. When you're looking at total attempts, 7 for Nuremberg, 2 for Juventus. One big chance created by Nuremberg. All right, they lead 1-0. When you're looking at this game for me, man, there are some guys that definitely just don't look sharp today. Again, first half of preseason. Things got to sharpen up, but there are a little bit concerns there. Barbieri, Comenencia, the right side's just been very poor. Jallo has made some errors, but he's also showed some decent ability, but it's more on the ball and it's more attack related. So defensively, he's looked a little bit suspect today, but again, first half, first preseason game. We'll see. Facundo Gonzalez, he looks all right so far. Thuram, I like what I see, but I want to see more involvement there. Locatelli, looks like standard Locatelli. I mean, I'm not seeing anything brutal. I'm not seeing anything over and above. It just looks like more in terms of what we're trying to do with Mota. We are looking to stretch the field a little bit more, which is decent. Pressure, good press. When we lose the ball up in attack, we are quick to form that box that Mota likes to set up and try to win the ball back quickly. But offensively, it might be more to the personnel. If the right side was a little bit stronger, we might be able to do a little bit more damage. Sekulov has not really been involved whatsoever or look good. So, yeah, not a whole lot to take in there, but let's see what we got. See what we got here in the chat. So, Jallo taking some heat. Yep. Jallo's taken some heat, and it has not looked good for Thiago Jallo so far. Jallo's terrible, Jallo. Barbieri is so mid. Not a good showing for the right side, Comenencia and Barbieri. And again, I'm not going to throw anyone out or under the bus in the first half of the first preseason game with Thiago Motta. But yeah, Fool's Mate disappointed with Jallo. Okay. Jallo hasn't even played. Thiago Jallo is out of game. So is Taram. Locatelli is playing too much defensively. We are selling Rugani to play Jallo and Gatti. So Alex P raising the question marks already on some of the moves. Again, I'm not going to throw anybody out on a first half of a first preseason game. Okay. But I'm more concerned with the attack, to be honest. And that's what I'm taking out of here is the attack and the players. And again, we're going to see some rotation jump in here. But hey, the video today, the daily video today was literally we're potentially selling both Chiesa and Sule in the same mercado. And I'm asking questions of what this attack is going to look like. And for me, even with what we're seeing so far in this first preseason, you change the personnel up and this looks a lot different. Like, do I want Luis Hassa going 1v1 with some of these guys? He's not a bad player. He's still young. He might not have a future with Juve. There's contract discussions around that. But if Chiesa's on that flank, it's looking a hell of a lot different with how many times we got Hassa in 1v1 scenarios. So again, my question mark is personnel, and are we making the best decision saying goodbye to Fede? Like, for me, the 1-year renewal is still the way to go. Pick up Conceição on a loan to start, and let's move forward, all right? Yield is still around. Like, it's not that bad. How's Weah going to do? When he goes in there, he would be a step up to Comenencia in this one easily. So the question mark for me is very much the attack and what we're going to do up there. But, man, we got to take advantage of those scenarios. And Comenencia for me, probably if I had to pick one guy out of the bunch, he was the worst just because it was far too slow. The guy had zero intensity to him or urgency whatsoever. It's got to be better. Miretti. How does everybody think Miretti's looking there? He looks okay. He looks okay. But again, what did I say? I don't know if system is going to be what changes things for Miretti. It's always going to come down to the decision making, especially in the final third. And there was a couple sequences there where the decision making is still not quick enough, sharp enough. But as far as the rest of his game and build-up and his movement and everything, Miretti does all of that very, very well. And he could spread the ball out and distribute very, very well. But the second it gets in that final third, I don't think it's system that changes anything for him. He's just got to pick it up. But yeah, as far as the ratings go, well, let's take a look here. Everybody starts at a 6. Di Gregorio, 6.8. Not a whole lot to work on there for him, okay? The goal, I would not expect him to make a save on the goal Nuremberg scored. Outside of that, very little work. Tommaso Barbieri, 6.6. I'd probably leave him at an even 6. He didn't move up, but he didn't move down, okay? Thiago Jallo at a 6.8. Maybe leave him around a 6.5. Facundo Gonzalez is at 6.3. 6.5 is fine. Rui at the left back is on a 6.5. Yeah, that's okay. A lot of involvement there, a lot of movement from him. I don't mind it. Kefren Turam on a 6.5. Sure, when he's on it, he looks good, but I want to see him involved more. Locatelli's on a 6.7. I'd have him at a 6.5 as well. Luis Hassa is at a 6.7. I'd probably go 6.3, somewhere there, a little bit above. Miretti's on a 6.1. maybe the same as Hasa, 6.3. Sekulov's on a 6.4. I don't think he's done nearly enough or been involved to even register anything for a rating. It's going to be a 6. Comenencia's at a 6. For me, he's the only one that goes down, and it's going to go down to a 5.5. That's where I have everybody rated. You guys are firing away with your ratings. Let's take a look at them right in here. So Thuram at a 5.5, moving down half a point there. Thiago at a 4.5 from Mark. Okay, Barbieri was a 5. Gonzalez a 5. Okay. Locatelli, even Steven, 6. Sekulov down half a point, 5.5. Hasa up half a point, 6.5. Meretti a 6. Hasa 6, Moretti 6.5. Gonzalez a 7 for Forza Juve. All right. Guys, everybody, listen to Skang. If there's ever a time you're going to listen to this guy, now's the time, all right? Let's get those likes up for the video, okay? Appreciate you all taking this in with me, sharing the live reactions to the first preseason game of the season for Juventus. Down 1-0, all right, to Nuremberg. Hopefully we turn it around. Expect some changes in the second half. And let's see what Motta dials up in his first halftime discussion with Juventus. All right, let's see what he can dial up. Again, reminder to everybody as well, we have now become official partners with Playback TV. We ran our first call-in show, all our future call-in shows, as we look to get all of you way more involved in the channel, because that is what this is. This is our channel, our community as Juventini. So everything on Playback TV is going to be call-in, all right? And we were very, very happy to welcome in Severino, Justin out of Baltimore, all right? We had RB Comps joining us on the chat. We had Sal from Jersey joining us, okay? So, again, make sure you head over to Playback TV on their app and join our AJC Extra room, all right? For all our future call-in shows where you can join us on stage. Not just in video form. If you're not comfortable with that, you could simply join in on audio, all right? We look forward to seeing you all over there. We had a lot of fun there on that show. We talked all Serie A, all the clubs so far and the work they've done in the Mercato. And then we checked out one of Dan Colosimo's comps on Kefren Thuram and had Seven reacting to it. So a lot of fun, and look forward to that project, all right? Hope to see you all in there for all of those shows. And what the plan is during the season is to have Serie A roundtables with fans from other clubs. So look for the banter to pick up on Playback TV, okay? Matt coming in here. What are some new ideas, multi ideas that you saw the team do in the first half? Well, we saw early on and even throughout, when we lose the ball in possession in attack, they are quick to set up that box and press to try and win it back immediately. What we also saw is just how aggressive he can be with his center backs and how far forward they can get involved in the play. We saw Facundo Gonzalez, we saw and Thiago Jallo get right up as high as our striker to help and assist in build-up and the attack. We also saw a lot of rotation just amongst all the players. Fullbacks sliding in as center back sliding out there. We saw midfielders rotate. Kefren Thuram from deep lying to more advanced. Locatelli from deep lying to more advanced, although albeit more deep lying for Locatelli. But a lot of rotation amongst the players. Immediate press when losing the ball in possession in the attacking third. And yeah, a lot of rotation between players. That's what we're kind of seeing so far from Thiago Motta, and it's all stuff that was laid out and expected from him and how he plays and his game. So again, with the different personnel stepping in, I think it'll look a lot different. And another part of Motta's game is how he wants to exploit his wingers and free up those 1v1s, and that calls for your midfielders to spread out the ball, challenge teams width and vertically. And we were doing that. Locatelli was definitely looking at it. Comenencia not able to do much in a couple instances, and Hasa doing okay. So again, different personnel, stronger personnel, especially in those 1v1 battles. We can maybe create a lot more. But the link-up play up top has not been there. So the striker has always been crucial last season to Thiago Motta. And that is what Xerxes did a fantastic job for. And it's one of the big question marks I have with this team into this season. And that is, how is Vlahovic going to adjust into this system? The other question mark is, does Motta accept Vlahovic and work it differently with his attacking midfielder? Okay, but I even think in this game, a simple introduction of Fagioli would be interesting to see in that Miretti role. And then I'd like to see how things kind of change up. But Sekilov has not been involved enough, and the striker was a massive, massive position in Motta's game and pretty much played as a 10. So he almost had 2 10s last season in the way he played. So that's one of the things we have to watch out for. All right. When is the next show on Playback TV? We may be having one Monday night. It might be Monday night or Tuesday night. It looks like Dusan Vlahovic is set to come on. He's getting the captain's armband for the second half here, everybody. So let's take a look at some of these changes here. It looks like Vlahovic set to come on. Adzic is in. Timothy Weah is in. Fagioli is in. Hans Nicolucci Caviglia is in. Bangula's in. Yeah, we've got a ton of changes there. Let's go. A little huddle there. Dusan Vlahovic running the huddle. Cambiasso is in. We got almost a full 11 change here, everybody. Let's see what happens. Capitano Dusan. Believe in the process. Forza Juventus. Sempre, sempre, amico. Fino alla fine. Yes, Adzic. Let's see what Adzic can cook up. Perin in goal. I think we got a legit full 11 change here. Let's take a look. Ton of changes here. Cambiasso will play out on the left. Fagioli in the middle of the park. Adzic will probably take over for Miretti in that 10 role. Vlahovic will go up top, obviously. Timothy Weah out as a winger. Mangula, I think, will be the other winger. He will be on the left side, potentially. Yes, Adzic and Vlahovic up forward there. Caviglia, Fagioli in the midfield. Okay, okay. Gatti has stepped in. Immediately having to do some work, shielding his man out. Schleimer was applying pressure. We got, is that Savona in there? I think Savona's in there as well. Ball getting bounced around there in the middle of the pitch. Caviglia ends up taking a foul. It gets called. Perin tossing the ball forward here. Gatti set to take the free kick for Juve. And just plays it back to Perin. Juve in possession here. Oh yeah, I guess I should have started the ticker, everybody. My bad. We're 1 minute off. Just keep that in mind. I was so focused on all the changes Juve made and trying to figure out who's playing where. Totally forgot to start the timer. That's all good. Caviglia with a header inside, looking Gatti's way, but misses him. Nuremberg back in possession. They've made a lot of changes on their end as well. Wholesale changes. Now I really have no idea who the hell these guys are. Foul there, as Fagioli was pressing his man. Look like Castro up there. Ball played forward, little 1-2. And Savona cleans that up. Good pace to him. Little 1-2. Savona now launching this. That's a good ball forward. Weah is gone. He's gone up that flank. Flag stays down. Oh, plays it inside. Has a hit. Oh my God. Huge block there. On the shot. Stepping up from the top there. Here's Fagioli. Working at the top of the area. Scanning. Cabal steps in. Has a low cross. Just cleared out. Already way better from Juve, especially in the final third. Looking for options, making runs in. Cabal with an overlapping run there. Weah was sent gone. That was a good ball from Savona. We miss him here on this one from Caviglia. But man, that was very, very close there. Weah finding the trailing run. Big shot there and just blocked by a defender. Otherwise, that would have given Riker problems in the net for sure. If it's even Reichert at the back still. I haven't checked. Haven't been able to see. Launched all the way forward. Pedin's going to collect. So this second half starting off looking like the way most of the first half was, which was Nuremberg just simply being on possession and collecting it. Now Juve, their turn. Cabal, little 1-2 here with Cambiaso. As Cambiaso moves into the midfield. Here's Cabal playing it forward. And here we go. Little 1-2. Oh, just a little too far ahead of... Is that Adzic? Yeah. Too far ahead of Adzic there. Played inside. Bangula there. We go back to Cabal. Over to Gatti. Has Savona over to his right. Plays it to him. He's scanning. He might go all the way back over for Cabal. He does. Cabal's going to carry this forward. Playing it into Fagioli. Fagioli twisting and turning in the midfield. Scanning. Calls for Cambiaso to move ahead of him. He does. Plays it back. Now Fagioli goes over to Savona. We have Gatti now moving over to the right flank. And Savona taking up that center back position. Again, just so much rotation with Malta there. And it keeps the defense always moving around. And doing that makes guys move and sometimes creates confusion in who your man is and who you want to stay on. Play this one in. And Bangula crossed in. Cambiaso forces a save. Nice rip there. And it's headed out for a corner kick to Juventus. Much, much better in the second half. Good penetration down the left flank. Good ball movement. And they're crossing. They're finding their marks. Looking for that trailing run. Cambiaso makes a good one here. Has a good left-footed rip. Who is playing where on the back line now? So we have Cabal on as your left back. You have Savona as your right back. And you have Gatti as your center back. Oh, Adzic with a header there off the corner, but it goes straight up. Cleared out. Juventus throw. So Gatti as center back. Savona right back. Cabal as left back. Who's the other CB right now? Who am I missing? Jallo and Facundo Gonzalez are both out. Who am I missing? Oh, no. Cabal is playing as center back. Excuse me, because Cambiaso. Sorry, that's what I was missing. That was confusing me. So Cambiaso, left back. Cabal, center back with Gatti. And then Savona as your right back. And Cabal is honestly making up like a back three as Cambiaso's getting involved higher up. Here's Bangula again. Gets it to his right foot. Oh, and that's blocked. That's going to go out for another corner kick for Juventus. So Forza Juve is saying we're still moving it too slowly, but it's still okay, everybody. It's much better than the first half already. Because we're finding our options. We're moving it around. Now we're starting to have goals. We're starting to test the keeper. Here's a corner kick. Caviglia is going to take this for Juve. And there it goes. Hit it! Oh, Gatti didn't miss that one by much. Fagioli applying the pressure, trying to win the ball back. Just couldn't settle that ball down. Good pressure from Juve, though. Fagioli rips the fitness tracker off. Hucks that on the sideline. He's done with that. Slowly starting to climb up in possession. 51% now for the game. 61% possession so far second half for Juve with one attempt. And that's not correct either because we've had 3 attempts now. So stats not being followed 100%. Florian Pick is out. He has been substituted by Nuremberg. And that's as simple as it is. Azzurri Juve, better players, you play better. I said, I like overall what I'm seeing out of this system. But the personnel is going to be key and make a big, big difference. Master G, I like Cabal. I think he's going to be one of our best signings. I like him too. I like the pickup. I like the versatility. And versatility has been the theme with Juve in the pickups we're making. Versatility. But it makes sense when you're starting to see what Thiago Motta's doing in terms of the rotation, in terms of how guys move, where they go, and just how much rotation is amongst the lineup. It makes sense getting versatile players. Ball unable to get settled by Fagioli. Goes out for a Nuremberg throw. Soares quickly has it. Comes back in. He ends up booting it right off Timothy Weah's face. Nothing like a preseason game. Shot right to the face there. Ah, you're okay, Weah. Come on. And he's up. Nuremberg with the ball at the back. Switching it from left side, moving over to the right. But now, going back all the way to the keeper. Light pressure from Vlahovic here. It's launched forward by Nuremberg. Settled down, but Cabal comes in, cleans it up. He heads this one forward. Fagioli trying to settle it. Can't. Nuremberg trying to work this out. Savona steps in. Gatti now in the middle of the park. Just getting away with it. Survives. Wins the ball back, but it was a mess. Jesus. Cambiasso now. Driving forward on the left side. Out to Bangula. Bangula. Inside to Fagioli. Little flick. Oh, he didn't miss him by much. Just headed and stopped by the defender there. Otherwise, that would have been a brilliant 1-2 between Fagioli and Bangula. Savona now. Up ahead. Oh, nice little 1-2s, but Weah tried to force there to Caviglia. And yeah, that's just one of the things that's standing out right now. And again, keep in mind, this is preseason, the first game of preseason, but the amount of movement and rotation and where everybody, this is a culture shock to what we were doing last season. And again, they have to work out the kinks. They have to get better. They have to build chemistry and whatnot. But my God, the amount of movement compared to what we were doing last season is just night and day. Everybody is all over the pitch. Caviglia is like up ahead with our forwards. Dipping out to the flank. Fagioli now trying to switch field. Head out for Timothy Weah. Chest it down. Now he's in a little bit of a 1v1. Plays it in. It's Caviglia there. Back out to Weah. Now over to Savona. Savona to Fagioli. Back to Gatti. Over to Cabal on the left side. He does have space ahead of him. Plays it out to Mbangula. Back to Cabal. It's Bangula, not Vafangulo, which it could be mistaken for. Caviglia now back out to Savona. Adzic, oh, weak cross there, but ball retained by Juve with Cambiaso. Twisting and turning in the center of the pitch there. Ends up going out for Savona. Over to Gatti. He's got Cabal to his left. Plays it to him. Inside for Cambiaso. Oh, that's a bad pass by Cambiaso. Terrible pass. Nowhere near Savona. But Savona ends up doing well, and Cambiaso did well to track back and work that. That's how Nuremberg scored their goal in the first half. Brutal giveaway. That one was Barbieri. Giallo getting caught flat-footed. Brutal giveaway there by Cambiaso. But Savona's got some serious pace to him. Force guys on some through balls and then just chews them up with speed. Caviglia with a defender just draped all over him. Over to Savona, and now he just gets it out of harm's way. Chested down by Vlahovic. Fagioli doing battle. Does earn a foul there. Bino! Ciao, Fra. Great to see you in here. Dushan looks good with the band. He's going to look better if he bags one here. Let's go. Guys, I'm competitive. Okay, I don't give a shit if it's preseason. Let's get on the score sheet here and let's take over this game. Let's get a victory here. But offensively, better in the second half, but still want to see them get the breakthrough, get that goal. Here's Bangula again. Taking on his man over on the right side. Oh, gets a cross in there. It's low. It's low and gets blocked and then falls into the keeper's hands. Played forward here. And Cabal comes in, cleans it up. It is going to be thrown, though, for Nuremberg. Hoffman had himself a solid showing in this preseason game for Nuremberg. On the outside right. Very, very active. Had one of their big chances in the first half. Shut down Hassa very well. Seems to be having a more difficult time with Bangula there than he was with Hassa. Long ball here settled. Weah playing a 1-2 here with Savona. Savona is very active so far. I like Savona. Definitely having a better showing for himself than Barbieri was. And now we got Mathinia coming in for Reichert. Goalkeeping change for Nuremberg. Second half is 72% possession for Juventus. And that makes the total for this game 56% in favor of Juventus for possession. So we're on it way more in the second half here. It's looked better in terms of build-up, in terms of what's happening in the final third. But still, unable to actually force much out of the keeper. 2 saves made by Reichert. 61 minutes through. Cambiaso to Cabal. Back for Gatti. Scans, ends up going long, route 1, but it's way too far for Weah. And Mathenia is going to pick it up. And just dribble it into his area. And now slot it over to the right side. Nuremberg not being pressured. Back to Mathenia, the keeper. Vlahovic just watching. No real pressure. Launch forward now. Weah heads this one. Oh, man. Couldn't get it to settle. And now Nuremberg trying to run back at Juve. Bangula coming over to the left, to his left, to slow things down. Here's a cross in. Straight across the 6-yard box, and Perin watches it go wide. And that was sent in by Hoffman. And that was long for his target. Cabal dropping back for the goal kick. And just plays it to Perin. Perin now over to Gatti. Savona to his right. Plays it inside in the middle of the park for Caviglia. Back to Savona. Savona now launching this one. Trying to find Vlahovic. Little header on. Weah given chase. Just can't create enough of a problem there to win that ball back from Nuremberg. Mathenia now with the ball at his feet for Nuremberg. The keeper scans. He's going to play this out to his right flank. Oh, yes. Nicely done there by Mangula. But persistence there. That's an offside. Persistence there for Nuremberg as they win it through. Send a through ball. But player offside. Come on, you guys. Let's go. We need to figure out. And you know what? That's very, very tight. Savona just slowed down in time to keep that as offside. Perin. Over to Gatti. Gatti. Little dribble around his player, but all the way back to Perin. Now Cabal's on it. He's scanning. Long ball forward. Oh, man. They found Vlahovic there. He has a hit, but it ends up being soft right into Mathenia's hands. But a nice stretch play there, and we did find him, and he was onside. Adzic. A little bit of pressure, a little bit of a shove. Cabal steps in nicely. Weah too far back to apply pressure to Soares there to win the ball back for Juve. Now Caviglia steps up to apply pressure. Cambiaso closes them down on the right flank on Hoffman there, and that goes out. It's going to be Juventus throw. This one goes back for Perin. Over to Gatti. Savona quickly closed down. Plays it back to Fagioli. Goes all the way back to Perin. And now Fagioli drops back to collect. Very, very slow right now. You know. We're down 1-0. But very, very slow from Juve. Long ball from Perin there looking for Weah. It's headed out by Soares. It's going to be a throw-in to Juve. Savona steps up to take this throw-in. Quickly sends it in for Vlahovic, who's shielding. Tries to win it. Is winning it. Runs back, but loses it. Here's Savona. Over to Fagioli. Quickly switches field. Trying to find Cambiaso and Bangula. Bangula's on it. Over to Cambiaso. Here's a right-footed cross, but it's low and it's headed out, but it's going to be Juventus throw. 66 minutes in here. Cabal does well to beat his man there. Earns a foul. Adzic drops back. Takes it quick here. We knock it about. It's Gatti. Now over to the right flank for Weah. Back to Gatti. Fagioli. Quick little play to Savona. Back inside for Fagioli. He's running forward, but oh man, he does earn a foul there. But he's got to be quicker, got to sense that urgency, and gotta just move forward and attack, drive that ball forward. A little too hesitant. Caviglia is going to take this set piece. Let's see if we can get on the end of this. Bag a goal here. Come on. Oh, short to Cambiaso. I don't like that at all. And Cambiaso's challenged. It goes out for a throw. And just have the ball in the mixer. Come on. Weah's on it now. Back to Fagioli, who's along the right sideline. Over to Cabal. Now over to Fagioli, who's on the right side of the pitch here, just inside half for Nuremberg. Nice ball played forward. Oh, Adzic tried a little back heel there. Don't get cute. Let's get effective, not cute. Fagioli came in, tried to win the ball, but has it out for a throw-in. 68 minutes. Gatti steps in aggressively on that header. Boring game. Preseason. These things are set up to work out kinks. Maria, where can you watch the game? Juve's official website. And if you are in a country that's excluded, it will tell you where you could watch on your local network. All right, so Juve's official website. Yeah, foul there from Caviglia after losing it. Very aggressive in trying to win it back. Gets a foul. Ball's at the back with Matinha, Nuremberg's keeper. Light pressure. Adzic applying a little bit now. Vlahovic applying pressure to the center back as he collects on the left flank. Plays it forward, but it's always going out of bounds. Savona set to take this throw in for Juve. 70-minute mark. Down 1-0. Adzic now beats his man. Again, retaining the ball here, trying to battle against two Nuremberg players. Does well, still comes away with it. Tries to move it forward. Weah's in on it. He beats his man. Oh, that's got to be a PK. There you go. Hey! PK for Juve. And that was Adzic just doing incredible work, relentless work on the sideline. Weah out of nowhere with the techers to beat his man instantly. And then he was free in on the area. Eventually, when he goes to have his hit, he's fouled. Dusan Vlahovic stepping up for the PK. Let's go, Vlahovic. Draw us level. Come on. Vlahovic steps up. Off the post and out. Oh, Dusan. Woo! Get that out of the way in the preseason. My word. Adzic on it again, battling. Oh, that's got to be a foul there. He's picked off clean. No foul given to Adzic there. Nuremberg trying to play their way through, making a good pass here, but Mbangula with great pressure there wins it. And then just plays the ball right at Cabal's waist. Now he's engaged in a battle. Gatti emerges with the ball. We have a Nuremberg player down. Gatti says he doesn't care and plays this long. It's Mbangula coming forward. Player still down for Nuremberg. Oh, and Mbangula too late with the cross. It's cleared out, and Caviglia steps in. That's a foul, and this is in a good spot. Now Nuremberg's player will get attention here, and we get a free kick in a good spot. But Dusan, mamma mia, Dusan. That is a preseason looking PK, I'll tell you that. Oh, God. Vlahovic setting himself up here. The little run up there from Vlahovic. Oh, man. Post and out. So who's over this one? We got Caviglia and we've got Vlahovic. Cambiasso very close to it. I would expect Vlahovic is taking this free kick, but Caviglia right there next to it as well. Here it is. Vlahovic has a hit right at the wall. Caviglia settles it. Out to Mbangula. Played inside. Cambiasso. Back to Mbangula. Plays it in for Cambiasso. Can't get the ball out of his feet. Does make a hard challenge in there. Nuremberg still coming out with the ball somehow. Long ball through. But Savona's wheels. The guy was never going to get the edge to him. And Pedin can come out collect and now playing it out for Cabal. Cabal and Mbangula with a quick 1-2. Caviglia quickly trying to spray this one out for Weah. Weah settles it. And he's going to make his move up that flank. Nice move by him. Closed down by 3 defenders. Has Adzic there. Plays it in for Vlahovic. Now Adzic. Back inside for Vlahovic. Outside to Fagioli. Fagioli. Cuts inside. Oh, a little bit too much from Fagioli. Did beat the first 2 defenders. But then didn't have an outlet. Savona. Showing good composure there. Settles it. Back to Cabal. Over to Caviglia. Drops back to collect. Now out for Cambiasso. Back to Caviglia. Over to Cabal. And Cabal now sending this out. Adzic heads it back into the middle. Little bit of pressure here. Oh my God. Just got to be quicker with the decisions there. Gatti wins the ball back for Juve. Over to Cambiasso. Inside to Fagioli. Oh my God. Tried a light pass there for Gatti. Gatti does apply good pressure there, but Cambiasso comes in to win the ball, but can't keep it in play. It's a Nuremberg throw. But just a wasted pass there from Fagioli. Little flip there for Gatti. Could have just swung it out wide to Mbangula there. So we got questions like, Adzic, what position is he playing? Adzic is playing as a 10. However, with the amount of rotation, he's finding himself on the flank quite a bit, but he is playing in the 10 role behind Vlahovic. Couple more changes coming in for Nuremberg. Goal scorer for Nuremberg coming off. Brutal goal to allow. But preseason. If that happened in the season, I'd be pissed. Long ball forward by Nuremberg, finding nobody. Gatti comes back. He's going to collect. Passes it over for Cambiaso. Fagioli coming back to collect. Cambiaso closed down. Going back to Gatti. Has Savona to his right. Opts to go back to his left for Cambiaso. He has Cabal further to his left, but he bypasses everybody to find Fagioli, who goes back to Cambiaso. Now over to Gatti. Back to Cambiaso. Gatti. Oh my God, missing everybody. And I couldn't even figure out if he wanted to go corner ball for Weah or if he was trying to actually find Vlahovic on that one. Nicely cut out here by Caviglia. Closed down. Back for Weah. To Savona. All the way back to Perin. As Nuremberg was applying a lot of pressure there on that flank that we were trying to just retain the ball and work our way out. Savona. Back to Perin. No pressure going on Perin. We're at 78 minutes here. Cambiaso now. Carrying the ball forward. Plays it out for Cabal. Yeah, they parked it all right. Nuremberg's parked it. Caught out there. Cambiaso. All the way back to Perin from the throw-in. Over to Gatti. He's got a lot of space ahead of him here. He's going to carry it into that space. And then drop it back for Perin. Let's go, you guys. Maybe preseason, but let's go. Let's ramp things up and find that goal. Gatti to Perin again. Perin now. Out to Caviglia. And he's going to be pressed. Still on the ball. Savona to his right. Goes inside for Gatti. Gatti outside to Cabal. And the options are just too far down here. But Bangula comes in to collect. Into Fagioli. Back out to Cabal. We're having such a tough time right now getting to somebody that can look upfield. And now Perin just launches this one outside to the left. Nowhere near our target of Bangula and Nuremberg can just carry forward. Cabal closes that one down nicely, but yeah, a little bit of a drop off there in possession and falling off a bit here. Oh, Nuremberg in the area here. Pass across. That's tapped in. Oh my God. How did he keep that out? There's a claim for a handball there. I don't know if Perin got it or if that was Weah's hand. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think it was Weah's hand as he was falling to the ground. Nothing doing there. Great save by Weah. Headed. That's a big stop by Perin off the header there. And Nuremberg still in possession here now with the little spell of pressure on Juve. My word. Yeah, Weah's got a backup goalkeeper position there waiting for him. I don't think he even kept that in. Yeah, there we go. 82 minutes, you guys. We're at the 82nd minute as we're 1 minute behind on the ticker. But my word. Nice stop there from Perin. Gatti launching this one out for Mbangula, but it's short. Cleared out. Cambiasso does well to get the ball back in possession for Juventus. Cabal over to Gatti. We got to get our midfielders on the ball. We got to get Adsic on the ball. Let's go. What is this nonsense? Gatti's mean streak coming out here. Gatti now with a long ball. Oh my God, headed by Adsic and then absolutely rolled by the defender. Weah trying to settle this thing down. Play it outside for Adsic. Just couldn't lead him with it. And Hoffman actually sees it out. Now Hoffman sliding over to the left side. Effective player. He's had a good showing today. Might go the full 90, obviously, by the looks of it, too. Bangula. Over to Cabal. Over to Gatti. Has Savona there to his right. Plays it to him. He's got space ahead of him to carry this thing forward. Again, now to Weah. Weah's 1v1. He's got Hoffman there. He pulls up. Back to Adsic, who's dropped deep to collect. And he should be. He's got to start getting on the ball more. And we got to find this guy, Fagioli. We got to find Cavilli. We got to get the guys we need on the ball. We got to find them. Nice ball from Cabal to Mbangula. He's doing battle here. Comes out with it. To Caviglia. Oh, Caviglia still comes out with it. Has a hit. Oh, couldn't find that far post. Looking to the far side of goal there, but puts it way wide. Got lucky after his first touch let him down. That's still settled for him, but just puts it wide of target. Oh. You can watch the game on Juve's official website, all right? Head there. But if you're in a country that is not one of those they will air, it'll tell you where your local network is showing it for you, okay? I can see Allegri laughing like Mr. Burns. Oh, my God. You know what? Maybe it's the old rope-a-dope. Preseason. Look as bad as you can and then just come out guns blazing. Regular season start. There is still a lot of good signs, good things that we're seeing in this. And again, personnel is going to make a big, big difference. And we potentially still have a signing that would make a big, big impact coming in, everybody. So we're still waiting for that. Oh my God. And we get caught for the second. Flip Selly. Just a cross in. This guy's all alone. Out of nothing. Nuremberg wins the ball out on the right flank. Has a cross in. And he's just all alone for this one. Woo! 2-0. Wow. Eee. Tim Nesco say this is actually embarrassing. I mean, it sucks. Like, it sucks. But, I mean, there's a lot of players out there we're probably not going to see. We don't know the futures of all these guys. It's like Malta's coming in, and you could see a drastic change in what we're trying to do versus what we've been doing for the past 3 years. So to expect it to be champagne in your first preseason game with the guys that probably aren't going to be around this season, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. We pump the brakes. Malta looks at this. He gets his answers, you know, as far as some of the guys, starts to answer some of the questions. And again, we still have to wait for all our players to come back. But overall, there's some interesting things happening in how we play. I still think he needs to work on the right guys on the ball and getting it to them much, much quicker. And once they figure that out, I think everything will be a lot better. Here's Adzic on it, taking his man on, finding Weah. Weah's 1v1 with Hoffman, trying to take him to his right. Oh, he does well. Weah does well. Here's a low cross in, and again, we can't get to it. Cambiasso, shot blocked. It's just about getting the ball to the guys you need and much, much quicker. I think tempo is probably my biggest takeaway out of this game is I found our tempo way too slow. Here's an outside ball to the right, and there's a third for Nuremberg, and he's onside. Jeez. Talk about just throwing in the towel now on a preseason game. Wow. Lackadaisical on coverage and just saying good night. So those of you that said 3-0, we got the score right. Shit. Wow. Okay. Wow. And Cabal, Cambiasso, losing the man there. More so, you know, everybody on the outside. But jeez. Yeah, that's bad. That is just a piss poor goal to allow. Honestly, all three of them were bad giveaway on the first and falling asleep now on goal number 2 and goal number 3. But it's got to be sharper. And again, like, first preseason game, but man, we can't be giving up goals that easily. And again, we're not with the actual main go-to lineup, so there's a lot to still remain as far as questions go for Juve. But Jesus, 3-0 to Nuremberg. He's not even going to let the 3 minutes go. That's it. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. So, what's going on here, everybody? What do we think? What do we have to say? You know, this is embarrassing, coming out a lot. You have Fool's Mate saying no Bremer, Danilo, Douglas, Yildiz, Milik, etc. Are Nuremberg that good? Have we been that bad? I think honestly, like, their goals were just like, honestly, timely. Like, they just took advantage of mistakes and really weak coverage on goals 2 and 3. And they bagged them. Juve had opportunities in there. The second half was obviously better than the first half. If you probably had a combination between the guys in the first half and the second half, you probably get away winning this game and you're probably not conceding 3. But at the same time, is what it is. If we're watching this game, still everything we're attempting to do, everything that we're trying, it's completely different. A lot of new faces, completely different to what we were doing the past 3 seasons. we got to take this one on the chin, everybody, and we just got to look forward and see what's going to happen with the next preseason games and the next training sessions. Malta's, going to have to figure out how to get his main guys on the ball quicker. That's key. I thought Bangula out of nowhere actually was pretty positive second half, but still, I want to see Thuram more on the ball the minutes he played. I want to see Adzic on the ball way more the minutes he played. I wanted Fagioli on the ball more, and we didn't get these guys on the ball enough. There's way too much time spent with Gatti on the ball. Even Cabal, though Cabal was all right too. But again, one of the things I hated about last season was how much we had those guys on the ball and those guys dictating play and trying to control tempo, everything like that. Get the guys that need to pull the strings on the ball. But towards the end there, defensively, we just opened up and they had so many great opportunities when they came back at us. We just got really, really lazy defensively. There's work to do. But again, I don't think we can expect it to be a finished product in the first preseason game. Am I still pissed about this? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I would still expect better. But, a little bit of execution, a little bit of personnel issues is what it is. We got to take it on the chin today, boys. Now, as far as your stats go, the game finishes with 60% possession for Juve. But five big chances created by Nuremberg. That is a recipe for disaster. And this is another reason why we might have to pump the brakes. Because when all our key guys are in, do you see us allowing 5 big chances game in, game out? I don't see that happening, okay? I don't see it happening. This was the first preseason game. We got a lot of names in there. A lot of these guys aren't going to be with this team this season. So let's just pump the brakes, take it easy, okay? But yeah, if you're allowing 5 big chances and we created 1 big chance, that is a recipe for disaster. Do we really think the season's going to go down that way? I don't think so whatsoever, okay? But, man, we opened up defensively towards the end. It's not even that it was bad throughout the game. It was okay throughout the game. But just moments, key moments, where we looked terrible in coverage, and they punished us on each and every one. As far as total attempts, both teams had 11 attempts. We just were getting untimely blocks. They were getting in the way of our shots. We were finding some good trailing runs, especially second half. I just think a little more urgency from Juve. A little bit too slow still for my liking. But again, they're doing stuff that's not what they're accustomed to. Gatti's a part of that. All these guys that were a part of that last season, they got to snap out of it. The defense that's so calm on the ball to just collect it and have it at their feet for minutes. No, find your mids. Let's go. But preseason, first game, it's more just Malta answering some questions about the personnel. Do not expect this team to allow 5 big chances game in, game out. Malta's coming from a team with a salary of 33 million euros, and it wasn't like that. It's not going to be like that. But it was today, and it sucked ass today, all right? So I don't even know. But let's talk about some of the players. Let's talk about if you had to pick a player that probably shined the most for you, in this game, who would it be? Who would you say impressed you the most this game? So we've got probably, I'd say, Adzic is probably in the mix. I think one guy, and here we go. You got a couple people jumping on Timothy Weah, saying that Weah, impressed you guys. Weah, honestly, I said, we got to look at this guy as an actual winger. And this season, he could do some damage, especially in Motta's game. One of the things that shine through Motta's game is how he wants to exploit 1v1s out on the outside. Weah's got an opportunity to do some damage. So he's going to be one to look out for. I think he did impress. I think Thuram was Eric's man of the match. Thuram was great every time he was on the ball. He didn't get on the ball enough for me. I wanted to see more. But he is very, very strong at driving the ball forward out of the midfield. I wanted to see more from him. I did like the combination of Luca and Thuram. I would have liked to see it with probably Adzic up top instead of Miretti. And this is what I mean. Like, there's so many different combinations, and I bet you it'll look completely different based on seeing those combinations as opposed to what we saw today. But Thuram looked good every time he's on the ball. Looked very, very good. I just needed him on the ball more. Fagioli shows us what we can expect. I'm waiting for a breakout season from Fagioli, but Fagioli was good. Again, got to find these guys on the ball quicker. Cabal, again, towards the end, he was part of that back line that just got blown up towards the end, so it got sloppy there, but Cabal shows some good signs. He shows some good signs. Cambiaso, some struggles in getting the ball out of his feet properly and quickly enough and whatnot, but overall, okay. Yeah, I think those are really for guys that were shining or looking good. I'd probably say Weah, Thuram, and Adzic for me. Vlahovic, yeah, that's a preseason PK, all right? 3-0, sucks. But what do you do? What do you do? As far as Motta's game, again, I think we can all admit it's night and day to what we were trying to do. All right. And cheers to Mark 1. It's my absolute pleasure bringing you this watch along. All right. Despite the result and everything. But again, what we're seeing from Motta, a lot of rotation with players. And it makes sense why all our signings are versatile guys, because the rotation is insane. As far as another player, Savona. I thought Savona was okay despite being part of that back line. His side was on lockdown. So Savona, man, way ahead of Barbieri. Miles ahead of Barbieri. Savona, one to keep eyes on. In terms of Motta's play, again, the rotation, the switch fields, trying to utilize those wingers and get them in those scenarios where they can do some damage. That's going to be key. And then the pressure. The pressure when we lose it in the final third is there. We will draw opportunities from that. But again, execution's going to have to ramp up. But, hey, first one's in the books. Let's move on. Definitely didn't go the way we want, but we wait to see what lies ahead for Juventus when it comes to their next one. It is going to be August 3rd against Brest, okay? And that's going to be in Pescara. So that's the next preseason friendly, August 3rd, okay? And it's going to be at noon my time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, all right? And I'm going to shoot for another watch along again, and we'll hope that in this time period it gets better, and I expect it to continuously get better. And as the preseason goes along, you're going to see the actual guys make the lineup, and I think we'll see a drastic change in what's going to come in the matches, all right? But no matter what, it's fino alla fine, and it's Forza Juventus. Wraps up today's show. Tomorrow morning, we are live. We will talk about the game. I'm going to have Omer with me. I might have Trim with me as well. We'll wait and see. But we're going to tackle all the latest Juve news, and we will talk briefly about this preseason match as well. All right, so I hope to see you all there live tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Until then, take care, everybody, all right? And hope you all have a fantastic weekend. We'll talk real soon, all right? Ciao tutti.
Yeah.